You work hard for your money, but is your money working hard for you? Many people think savings is enough, but the truth is that if you are not investing, you are actually losing money. Inflation is eating away at your savings every single day. But don't worry, because today we are changing that. I'm about to show you exactly how you can make your money grow even while you sleep, without needing to be a stock market expert or a millionaire. Whether you want to retire early, buy your dream home, or simply stop stressing about money, this is how you're going to make it happen. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly the steps you need to take to make this happen, even if you've never invested before. It's best to get your notes and take down key points. Before we proceed, I need to bring something serious to your attention. Some scammers are creating fake social media pages using my picture and my name. I'm messaging my followers and subscribers promising investment schemes that offer huge returns. Please, if you get any such message, know that it is not me. I would never message anyone to offer any investment or money-making opportunity to them. If someone messages you to offer any investment opportunity or asks for money, no matter how well that profile looks like me, please know that I am not the one. Do not engage. Report that account and block it immediately. Please, let us stay vigilant. Now let's get back to today's video. Let me start with a simple question. Why should you even bother investing? Why not just save your money and call it a day? Well, here's the thing. Savings alone is not enough. Why? Inflation. Every year, prices of everything around you goes up. Food, healthcare, housing, transport, everything. That means that the money sitting in your bank account is worth less tomorrow than it is today. But investing, that is how you stay ahead. When you invest, you're not just storing money, you're multiplying it. Your money grows over time, giving you the financial power to achieve your dreams. Think about it like planting a tree. You put a tiny seed in the ground today, and over time it grows into something massive, offering shade, offering fruit, and giving value for years and years to come. The sooner you plant that seed, the bigger it grows. And that is exactly how investing works. The sooner you start investing, the more time you give your money to grow, multiply, and compound. And if you're thinking, what if I lose money? I get you. The fear of losing money holds a lot of people back. In fact, it held me back years ago. But the truth is that there are smart, low-risk ways to invest and grow your money, and that is what we're going to be looking at in this video. Now that you know that investing is non-negotiable, let us start by assessing your present financial situation. Because before you start investing, you need to know where you are right now. Step 1, you need to assess your present finances. Before investing, take an honest look at your income, your expenses, your savings, and your current debts. Most people underestimate their spending. So track your expenses by using an expense tracker app or a spreadsheet. If you have high interest debts, it's good you prioritize paying that off first, because there is no point earning 18%, for example, from your investment while losing 26% from your debt interests. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button and subscribe button. It helps this channel to grow as I drop new videos like this for you. So subscribe and join this wealth building community. The second thing you need to do after assessing your present financial situation is to define your financial goals. Why are you investing? Whether it's for retirement, for buying a new home, for creating passive income, or simply investing and planning towards your kids' education, your strategy must align with your timeline and your goals. Long-term goals allow for higher risks, while short-term goals require a safer approach. The third thing is for you to know your risk tolerance and time horizon. Every investment comes with a risk. So ask yourself, how comfortable am I with market fluctuations? How long can I leave my money invested? Will I panic if my investments drop temporarily? Once you understand your financial situation, it's time to build your portfolio. Good news. Every month, I create an opportunity to have people work with me on a one-on-one basis. So if you have questions about your finance, about your future plans, about your investments, and you just need someone to hold your hand and point you towards the right direction, then I can do that for you. Like I said, I open up a few slots every month to help people to really dig deep and achieve their financial goals. If this is something that you're interested in, then I'm going to be leaving the link to book this one-on-one section for yourself. in the description of this video and also in the comment section. I'm looking forward to working with you. Investing isn't all about picking a few shares or dumping all your money into one thing. That is risky, and that is how a lot of people lose money. The key to safe and smart investing is diversification and asset allocation. Imagine putting all your investments in one stock, in one coin, or in one house. If it goes up, great. But if it goes down or crashes, you lose big. That is why you need to spread your money across different investments so that if one goes down, others can help it balance up. How do you diversify? You can go for different investment types like stocks, real estate, mutual funds, bonds, or other assets. You can also diversify by investing in different industries. Don't just go for tech. Add healthcare, manufacturing, finance, and so many other industries. You can also diversify by investing in different countries so that if the economy of one country suffers, your investments in other countries will help protect your money. This helps to reduce risks and also allows your money to grow. Diversification helps you to spread your investments across different investment types, while asset allocation helps you to know how much to allocate to each of these investment types to help you achieve your goals. Think of it like cooking a pot of soup. You need the right balance of ingredients to make it turn out well. Your ideal mix will depend on two things. 1. Your risk tolerance. Can you handle seeing your money go up and down, or do you prefer stability? 2. Your time horizon. How soon do you need the money? If you're younger, you can take more risks because you have more time to recover if the market drops. Now that you know how to build a strong portfolio, the next step is choosing the investment options to go for. We have stocks, bonds, real estate, and so many others. Let's start with stocks. Stocks are shares of a company, making you a part owner of that company. So if the company does well, you make money. But if it doesn't do so well, you lose money. Why invest in stocks? Stocks offer high returns, historically over 10% per year for a very long time, and has been able to help beat inflation. The downside is that stock prices go up and down, so it requires patience. It is best for long-term investors who can handle market swings. Next, we have federal government savings bonds. These are simply loans, meaning that you give your money to the government and they pay you interest over time. Why will you invest in federal government savings bonds? Lower risks and steady income. The downsides are that it is mainly long-term, which is 2 or 3 years, but that can also be a good thing. It is best for those who want safe investments with regular earnings. We also have mutual funds. Mutual funds pool money from different investors to invest in different types of investments like the stock market, bonds, and the rest. This helps you to diversify without being the one to pick these individual investments yourself. Why invest in mutual funds? Instant diversification. It is also easy to start with little money. The downside is that you have to pay management fees and you have less control over your specific investments. It is best for busy professionals who don't want to actively manage their investments. Next, we have real estate. Real estate is one of the most popular investments all over the world because land and property tend to appreciate consistently over time. So why invest in real estate? To enjoy rental income and because property value rises. The downside is that you need high upfront costs, property management headaches, and low liquidity. That is, it is very hard to sell quickly. It is best for investors with capital who want steady cash flow. Detailed videos on each of these investments I just mentioned is going to be tagged in the description of this video and also in the comment section. So please feel free to go and watch the one that you are particularly interested in and learn more about it. Which of these investments do you think is right for you? If you get an extra 1 million now, where will you invest it? Please tell me in the comment section. I would love to hear your answer. Most successful investors mix different assets. If you're young and want high growth, you can focus on stocks and ETFs. If you want stability and passive income, you can add bonds and real estate. If you prefer stress-free investing, then you can go for mutual funds and ETFs. Investing isn't something you do once and forget it. To build real wealth, you need to manage your investments wisely. Think of investments like planting a crop. You don't have to check it every day, but you need to monitor it once in a while to check if they are growing as expected, to check if your risk level still matches your present situation, and to check if you're on track to achieve your goals. You also need to stay informed about your investments. You can do this by listening to business news. You can also join my free Telegram community where you can interact with like minds and stay informed about what is happening in the investment world. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on your bell notifications so that anytime I drop a video that can help you improve your finances, you will be notified. The third thing you need to do is to control your emotions. And I'm talking to myself right now. The biggest mistakes most investors make is panic selling when the market goes down or buying out of greed when the market soars. Let us note that market downtimes are usually temporary. History shows that they recover. Timing the market is usually impossible. Stick to long-term investing. Focus on your goals. Don't be distracted by short-term noise. If you're unsure and you need someone to hold your hand and guide you, then book a one-on-one session with me. This can help you create a strategy that fits your goals and avoid bad decisions. Remember that wealth building is about making consistent, smart decisions over time. So, monitor your portfolio a few times a year, stay updated on economic trends, stay calm and avoid emotional investing, get expert advice when needed. Stick to this plan and your investments will grow steadily, creating financial stability and security for your future. The next step for you now is to start taking action. Remember that the sooner you start, the more time and opportunity you give to your money to grow. What's your biggest takeaway from this video? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't stop here. Watch my next video showing on your screen right now and share this video with someone you know needs it. Till I see you in my next video, keep dreaming big and keep working hard towards your dreams. I'm rooting for you. Bye for now.